Oh, hello. Is your mum or dad in?
Well, I don't know where my mum is.
And your dad?
He's on the toilet.
Right. Do you think it'll be long?
Well, he can be very long, but... Do you want money?
Oh, no. I'm here to save your mummy and daddy money.
Oh, hi, Lauren! She came round to our house. My daddy says people like her should be shot. My dad's on the toilet. Bye. So, do you want money or not?
Little did Lady Victoria know that she was standing on top of a hot volcanic geyser.
I'm here to save your mummy and daddy money by combining their internet and telephone access through fibre optic technology.
Who is it, Karen?
It's some person trying to sell cyber optic technology
Fibre
thingy.
optic technology.
We're not interested.
We're not interested.
Hi, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that comedy clip. So, those of you who have been watching the conversation as it's progressed over the last week or so were exposed to a comedy clip at the end of the first episode. And you've also seen something which a couple of us find funny every episode after. This is part of an experiment, and I've been asking you in the notes to the video to send me your comedy clips throughout the week. And basically what we've been trying to do is to open your mind up, because The Happiness Advantage is the name of a book that I recommend you read by a guy called Sean Aker. And being in a happy state of mind makes the biggest difference in the results you do or do not achieve. Now, I can give you an example about how I manage my own happy state. So my hobby for the last 25 years has been Radio 4 comedies. I find them hysterical because it's language-based comedy and it's very clever, basically. Now, I record those comedies, and every single night as I go to bed for the last 25 years, every single night I listen to comedy as I fall asleep, and that's how I approach it. The floor. Who wants to speak about what they do?
Don't they say, isn't it something like before you go into sleep, if you think about the things that you have to do the next day, or the things that are kind of on your list of things to do, you'll wake up feeling sort of more ready to do them. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so.
Does that work for you?
Rather than kind of waking up and thinking, oh gosh, I've got this to do, because you've thought about it as you've fallen asleep, you're kind of a bit more ready.
Yeah.
I think.
Mike?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think just having a lot of business owners are perfectionists as well, and all of this I'm talking through personal experience. A lot of people won't plan because they can't make the perfect plan, whereas actually if you make a very basic plan, it's better than having no plan at all. For me to be happy, I just love torturing my partner, not literally, but I wind her up on a daily basis. She loves it, I love it, it's funny. I sometimes share it on the internet. So if you want to learn about business but you want to see a guy terrorizing his partner, then add me on social.
Excellent.
Alden's got one.
Yeah, so for me, just getting up in the morning, I think to myself, I want to make the best of the day. But I have a saying that I use every day, and this is it. My intention is not to satisfy my customer. My intention is to amaze them.
Ooh. Now, many years ago when I studied marketing, the Chartered Institute of Marketing explains customer delight as the goal. So did you do marketing professionally?
It's not my saying, so I'm not going to plagiarize it.
Okay.
But I love the saying, because if you go into with a customer with just this is another customer, and you're another salesperson, it's kind of boring, because you know, unless you've done something for them to remember you, they're going to forget you when you walk out the door. But if you do something far and over what you're supposed to be doing, and they'll remember you. That's the bottom line.
Well, do you know what? I'm going to try and tie together 3 points there, because you're quite right about being memorable in the way that Sydney's explained, you know, the customers that she's gained so far have not come from a website, they come from personal connection, and it is our individuality that makes us memorable or not. I'm quite memorable, but that's not always a good thing. Go on.
So just quickly, just to add it, when I said memorable or to remember, it's not really about me personally. I mean, if you put it into the brand, say you put it into the Federation of Small Businesses, when I'm meeting a customer, obviously it's a little bit about me, but the majority of it is about the brand and what the customer does. Now, if I squeeze out the many, many things that we do that a lot of other guys don't tell you about, that's when people get amazed by what we do. And that's when they really remember what we do.
So you think that your customers are service driven? They're driven by what you can offer them as a service?
Yeah, people like to know what you can offer, but people like to know the things that you can offer that you don't tell them. It's like if you look at
I think Holden is unaware of how much people probably like his character.
I was going to say
they do like the services. You're right, and and everybody buys the services. But the reason you sell it to people like you, that's the reason you've had successful shops. That's the reason you're in, you're doing kind of sales role now. People are like you. That's why. That's why they buy. And then the services are the topping on the icing on the cake.
Absolutely.
It wasn't Holden.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah, I agree as well.
No, he's not paying me.
Brilliant.
No, I
think he's being modest.
He is. I support you, Mike.
We have to be humble, don't we?
Well, yeah, absolutely. Humility is important, as is ego is the enemy. Yeah, do get it. It's really, I finished it the other day. I tell you, there's this thing about Genghis Khan. But anyway, one of the things so the experiment audience with these comedy clips is to open your brain up. So, Sydney, tying together what you were saying about conceiving of your mission for whatever client you're dealing with the night before, and you wake up with solutions, and you kind of you're not really sure on that is actually a perfect way to prime your brain. And if you add to your routine a hysterical laugh at anything, like a cat video or anything you like, just before you go to bed, what happens is you'll then get a dopamine release, which I'm informed reliably floods into the hippocampus and takes short-term memories and converts them to long-term memories, and allows you to think more spatially and creatively with the information, the task you've got at hand. So, Mike, are there three things, three learning points that you would want someone to go away from this week with? Like being happy makes you whatever.
Prioritize your happiness, whether you're a business owner or an employee. Use that as your guiding beacon in whatever it is that you do. Focus on being authentic. Be good at what you're good at. Don't try and be good at what you're not good at. Get help with that. And look after prioritize your health as well. You do those three things, and you can do pretty well in anything, I think.
Very good. Manuel, would you like to add anything to the end of this?
Yes. Empathy, understanding the people, others people's thoughts, minds, and the way they think, being diverse and respecting everybody. I think that is the key point to have trust. And this is not only in Latin America, but around the world. When you are doing business, first you need to have trust with your prospects, with your customers, and so on. So if you are not empathic with them, obviously you will not gain that trust. So you need to have trust with your customers.